One of the many things that we admired about Apple products and their creativity is that they've created tools who are not entirely certain how they're going to be used, but there's a wide palette of opportunities for students, and we've seen that over and over.
Like I said, the more Apple devices you have, the easier life is for you. In a way, just that ecosystem is super beneficial.
My Apple technology is all connected to one another, so it makes it super easy to find my assignments and stay up to date.
It's been pretty remarkable. I think that looking at the tools that Apple has created and the ability for so many students to interpret them in different ways, and faculty members as well, once we got everyone on the same platform, we had a few ideas on what we hoped people would do, our community would do with these tools for teaching and learning, but for many other uses as well. But we've been blown away by what they've actually done with it. And we've got numerous examples of students taking these creative tools and being able to do really remarkable things. Our faculty have leaned in and they've created that environment in the classroom and without a digital divide where everyone has the same tools with technology that just works. It's been really on the forefront of learning and not something that's in addition to.
As a fine art photographer and visual artist, I can say I use Apple devices all day. I'm always with my phone with me, and I'm taking notes or organizing my schedule. And I also use my MacBook all the time. I work on research and assignments for school. And I also added my photography and digital art professionally. I think I use my iPad a lot with the Apple Pencil, which is an essential part of my workflow and my creative process.
I think looking to the future and thinking about the unknown is always pretty scary. I feel as if throughout the past year at Lynn, I feel the most prepared for the future than I ever have. I've received incredible support, knowledge, and guidance from my professors, whether that was feedback on my resume, creating game plans on how to implement myself into my desired field, or even just supporting me and knowing that I always have someone that cares. It's made all the difference. And I feel as if throughout this past year, I've really been able to key in on what I want to do with my life and find my passions. So that's made me feel very prepared and even excited.
Pretty much had an Apple device since I was an adolescent. I think our leaders here at Lynn University have done a good job of integrating Apple within the curriculum as well as meeting this generation where we're at. I'm super supportive of this whole plan, so whether it's just having the iPads, all of the apps that we need for both the academic and social standpoints, everything is right there within that ecosystem.
We have the dialogues of learning, and so those students learn how to think and how to digest the information. They're not taught what to think, they're taught how to put that together into their own thoughts and develop their own worldview. They bring that into the business classroom, and so then they can use AI to say, how would I use AI in this particular fashion? How would I use AI to help me to improve the portfolio in finance class? How can I use AI in marketing class to differentiate the product, and so on and so forth?
So we feel incredibly fortunate that we have had this journey with Apple for so long, and it's resonated throughout our community in many different ways. And we've talked about some of those, whether it's academically, athletically, and the social aspects. But having students come to Lynn and to receive a device that everyone is on. So everyone's on the same device, but they're remarkable devices. And what they allow students to do, it's a toolkit that they may not have at other places. There may be technical aspects that get in the way. That's not the way it is here. And we've received tremendous support over the years from a technical standpoint, from a visioning standpoint from Apple and our partners there. And we truly value that. And it's been a great opportunity to, in many ways, ask what's next all the time on a regular basis, as opposed to we did something that's innovative, and what we define innovation is as people coming together with new ideas that create value. So that's that constant sort of turning over and looking at the student experience in and outside the classroom, saying, how can we make this more relevant? How can we make this better? How can we see how we're doing? And it feels like Apple has that same philosophy, and their design is pretty cool too.